Hi, my name is Robert Chelle with Chelle Law, and my law firm assists healthcare professionals with employment contract and independent contractor agreement issues. Today, I'm going to talk about navigating partnership tracks. So, if you're a provider and you're looking at a new opportunity, that opportunity may potentially offer some kind of partnership and/or shareholder opportunities. The few things to keep in mind initially, obviously, you're not going to have these opportunities if you're working for a large hospital network, health network, anything like that. These opportunities are only available if you're going to, move into a smaller, I guess it could be larger as well, provider-owned group, which offers, partnership tract. So, what is partnership? Or being a shareholder? It means that you have an ownership interest in the business. Now, this can be structured many different ways, but today I'm just going to focus on what to think about when you're at the associate level and then they're offering potential partnership down the road. So, one of the main questions I get from most of the people I do contract reviews for is, why aren't there details about the partnership in the agreement? Perhaps the agreement will state in like a very short paragraph. The practice will, review partnership opportunities after it's usually a 2 to 3 year period, but there's no guarantees, and they also likely won't go into details about, any buy-in potential, what the compensation is when you are a shareholder. And so obviously people want to know, well, why they could change things. And the answer is, it'd be like promising to marry somebody in 2 years. If you get into the practice and it's not a good fit, they don't want to be locked into having to offer partnership to somebody. So that 2 year or 3 year period is just kind of a feel out period to make sure that it's a good fit for both parties. And then after that period, if the current owners feel like it, makes sense to move forward, that's when they would offer it to the associate. There are some potential, downsides. I find that many practices who offer a 2 to 3 year partnership, especially for people just coming out of training, will depress the compensation in those first 2 or 3 years, well below market value as kind of a carrot on the stick to say, all right, if you work below market for these years, well, you're going to have the opportunity to buy into the practice and make all this money down the road. So you need to make certain that the practice doesn't have a history of, denying partnership to associates. And you just need to ask them that question. How many associates have you denied partnership opportunities to? If they say, well, the last 10, well, then they're just trying to get under market labor for a period of time, and then it's very likely the associate's going to get fed up and leave after they're not offered partnership. So what is a typical buy-in? There's really two types of main buy-ins: either a very de minimis value, like $1 or $10 or something like that, or $100,000. I would be a little weary about that. It's just not as common anymore to have large buy-ins for any kind of healthcare professional. I'm not saying it's, completely uncommon, but you just need to be careful that it's structured properly. Most places understand that someone who's just out of training has only been a physician for 2 or 3 years probably doesn't have hundreds of thousands of dollars lying around. So what they'll normally do is structure some kind of promissory note where a certain amount of money is taken out of every paycheck of the physician for a period of years until the buy-in amount is fully paid off. Those are the typical ways of doing it. Certainly becoming a partner should be more profitable than being an associate. Usually you'll get to buy into, if they own the building, maybe labs, maybe they have an ambulatory surgery center where they have an ownership interest in. These are kind of like outside of the, specific practice of medicine income streams. that can be lucrative for anybody. So those are my thoughts on kind of partnership tracks for healthcare providers. If you have any questions about your employment agreement or independent contractor agreement, feel free to contact my law firm at the phone number and website listed below. All right, thanks for watching the video.